Thomas, good to see you. Today we start with the question, how old is too old for a Roth conversion? Taxes are set to increase in 2026, and even though it may not feel like it, we are living in a historically low tax rate right now. So let's talk through the pros and cons of a Roth conversion for someone in their 70s. First, I want to talk about the pros. If you convert your IRA to a Roth IRA, you and your beneficiaries will have tax-free withdrawals.
Absolutely. That's huge. That's also an estate planning play, if you will. A lot of clients that do have access or have traditional IRAs that have large sums of money in it. You definitely don't want to have your children inherit that. And in addition to that, if you are taking R&Ds, that can obviously impact your income as well. So if you can convert over in a lower tax environment, which we are now, it's definitely going to be advantageous for you and then also your children that inherit those funds.
Right. I'm glad you brought up RMDs because that is our next pro. These Roth accounts have no required minimum distributions, which means you will have greater control over your tax liability.
Absolutely. Definitely taking that off the table, the R&Ds can definitely be advantageous for individuals that are looking to potentially reduce their tax obligations. Like I said, R&Ds can impact your Social Security, also obviously your Medicare as well. So if you can get ahead of the game and start to do the conversions systematically over time, it's definitely going to be advantageous in the long run.
All right, so now let's talk through the cons then. When you convert, you will pay all those taxes up front, which could mean a big tax bill come April.
Right. Definitely if you have some money sitting on the sidelines in a checking account, it's not doing nothing with it, and you do have a large IRA, you may want to think about converting and paying that tax right now. It's good to get an estimation of what that might look like. Sometimes people do drain their assets, some of the securities that are in the actual accounts, but you may even run into capital gains tax with some of those assets that are there as well. So cash on the sidelines is definitely a good deal.
And next con, uncertainty over future tax rates. They could go higher, they could go lower.
Right. Nobody knows, right? We got to get this thing figured out in the next year or two. It's going to sunset in 2026. Tax rates can go higher. We're in historically lows right now. Haven't been that way since 30, 40 years ago, or even in fact back actually in the 30s, right? So definitely we don't know. With we're dealing with right now with 34 trillion, I believe, in liabilities. So how do you pay for that? You got to raise taxes. Right. So definitely, if you can do it right now, it's going to be advantageous for you.
So if I am 70 and can pay that tax bill in cash, is the answer a yes? At what age does the yes become a no?
Right. So that's a blanket statement, right? I think it depends on the client situation, at what assets they have in place. But more oftentimes than not, if they do have assets or cash on the side and we can do it, I would definitely be an advocate for it, for sure.
Okay. Well, if somebody wants to crunch the numbers with you, because I know there's no cookie cutter answer, how can they reach you?
Definitely, you can go to my website, martinheritagegroupllc.com. You can give me a call at 651-503-6064. You can also shoot me an email at info@martinheritagegroupllc.com. And then I'm on all social media platforms at Martin Heritage Group.
Great. Thomas, thank you.
Thank you.